It's Ray here, the Cat Daddy, coming back at you on my little series of video blogs about cult cinema. Now, originally, I'll take these off. That's not necessary. Yeah. Um. I originally planned in my series 52 weeks of cult cinema to do one film a week. Now, I don't think that's possible. It's going to be more like one a day or two a day. It's ridiculous because I realized it's one of those things like sometimes you don't have foresight into your own personality or identity or whatever. But basically, I live and breathe cult cinema, even if it's films that haven't been um, labeled as such. Um, like I've studied cinema, I'm a filmmaker. I know what makes me happy, and I know that my taste is for films that A are brilliant, B get better on rewatching, C are super enjoyable in some way or another, and A, B, D, C, 3. Um, Amazing performances. Um, I guess often ensemble casts, things like that, um, that just make you go, wow. And that film only got 7 on IMDb. What the effing FF? Anyway, that's just a little preamble about what this is all about. And coming in here, I guess I'm going in slowly. I was going through my collection of VHS tapes and DVDs, digital versatile discs, um, and I got a bunch. Some are regular favorites that I'll watch at least, you know, one every 1 or 2 years at the least, and others are just like, ooh, this looks like a hidden gem that I haven't watched or I haven't seen in a long time, and we're gonna go there. Um, but to ease in, I thought that I'd start with some um, personal favorites that I know that I can watch at least twice a year, if not more, and just go, damn yeah. And as you see by the title, this film that I will cover in this video is Jeremy Saulnier's masterpiece, may I say, Green Room. Now, Jeremy Saulnier is not really a a household name or anything, but he really is just one of those directors that just makes you go, wow, this guy has talent to burn. Um, he fully understands cinema. Um, his films develop. Um, his first feature, 2007's Murder Party, is just like, it's. Watch it if you get a chance, man. It's just beyond, dude. It's like a cartoon. Crazy. The cameras they use, it looks like it uses beta or something. It's not the greatest stock. And there's just things about it. It's kind of hokey but brilliant and super violent, which is, always helpful. And then he jumped into the realm of just a perfect thriller, like, and just a perfect film. Blue Ruin from 2011. I watched that twice last year. I watched it for the first time, and it just absolutely blew my mind. Um, it's such a great film. It's such a great thriller. It's just absolutely amazing, and I probably will cover those two films later on in the year as I going. I was thinking I should only cover one film per director, but nah, you can't do that, can you, man? I mean, how can you talk about Taxi Driver and not talk about Raging Bull? How can you talk about, you know, Reservoir Dogs without talking about Death Proof? And everything. Anyway, I digress. So, Green Room is a film from 2016, 94 minutes. Um, and, well, it's just, there is just something about this film that sets me off. Like, it is so tense, it is so dense, it is so just tight, 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 tight. And it is so nuanced. Honestly, it's like, you know, when you love a film and you see it again and you notice different things if you're keeping your eyes open. And with Jeremy Saulnier films, you gotta keep your eyes open because things just, stuff that like makes sense in the long run happens really, really quickly. And that's just what it is with Green Room. Like, the editing is so tight, the shots, the shot choices, um, the performances, man, the goddamn performances, dude. Um, and it makes, watching Anton Yelchin films every time, and like, it really does make me sad that he passed so young. He really is. He really is the James Dean of our generation, and nobody talks about him. He's passed almost 7, 8 years now, and um, yet no one talks about him like James Dean. But he was such a versatile actor, so nuanced, so talented. And it's like Anton Yelchin is to James Dean as Brittany Murphy is to Marilyn Monroe, I would say, personally, on my own personal opinions. So, what else to say before I jump into the spoiler kind of things about it? Oh, as I say, just those little things, just those things that the first, second, third time you watch it, you won't notice. But if you going, I've seen this film, I'm gonna go in with a fine tooth comb and notice all those bits that are just like, damn, damn, damn. It really, it makes you go, wow, like, this dude like skimped on absolutely nothing. Like, there is not a wasted shot in this film at all. Um, Talk about the actors. As I say, Anton Yelchin, may he rest in peace. Um, Living it up with Sean Connery and, I don't know, fucking Anne Heche, um, in the Foreverland. Um, and of course Philip Seymour Hoffman. And all the others who died too young and died too old and whatever, ever. Um, so Anton Yelchin just puts in an absolutely belter of a performance. Um, Alia Shawkat, again, just such an amazing. Who's that? No way, it's you again. Titan Cameraman, hi, buddy. Are you gonna be one of my regulars? Please subscribe if you like. If you've got a channel, and you're putting content up, please let me know and I'll check you out, my homie. Um, do you know Green Room, the film? That's the one I'm talking about. So, as I said, Alia Shawkat, again, I haven't seen much that she's done recently. I love Search Party, and I recently watched the Ed Helms, Miguel Arteta directed film Cedar Rapids, um, which is, I'll probably talk about that one again because, and John C. Reilly is just a blast in that, and again Anne Heche, may she rest in peace. What an amazing actress. So Ali Shawkat, I believe it's Joe Cole. I believe he's a British actor. I saw him on a show years ago on our alternative television station. Um, Well, you should, man. You've obviously got good taste, like in my shizzle. Um, there's nothing. Like I don't know. God damn it. I've been doing. This is my 18th year on YouTube, bros. So yeah, so as I say, Joe Cole, I believe that's the name of the actor. He's a British actor, and I saw him on a show, a British program about horse riders and stuff. And I think he's been in other things. Tall guy, very handsome, just a really versatile actor, and he's amazing in this as well. Um, and then another chap who's recognizable and plays the drummer. Again, as I say, the performances are just on point. And then a Jeremy Saulnier regular, Macon Blair. I believe he was the lead actor in Blue Ruin, and I believe he was also in Murder Party as well. Um, yeah, I got three now, brother. That's pretty chisel. Yeah, Macon Blair. It's weird because he just absolutely just disappears into the characters that he plays. And in this one, he's like kind of like the manager slash fixer of the club and stuff, and like he's very nuanced and yeah, he's one of the only skinheads who makes it out alive. Pretty much well, yeah. Um, and then of course Patrick Stewart, man, as Darcy Banker, the fucking most evil cinematic monster since like I don't know, Michael Douglas in Wall Street or something. No, I'm joking. Like fucking Freddy or some shit. He is just absolutely evil. You know what I'm saying? Um, and then, oh, how can I forget? I almost did forget. The sweet Imogen Poots, again another British actress. Haven't seen her in much recently, but she certainly had some moments in the 2010s. Probably along with Juno Temple as one of those breakout British actresses of this millennium, um, and yeah, she is just a beast in this film. And then I can't think. There's just so many great characters in this film. Like that's the thing about Jeremy Saulnier. There is no character that you cannot just go, this person is alive. This person has a background, a consciousness, a personality. Like it's just absolutely amazing. Um, and like great films I think are all about good and evil. Good versus evil, evil versus good. Um, and hopefully, ultimately, unless it's a black comedy, the good guys make it out in the end. And that's kind of what happens in this film. And another thing I might also mention about this film, and this is something that you know I believe is a hallmark of a great film, is just ooh, who's this? We got a Japanese chap there. Hello. Um, Sorry, I don't read Japanese, but konnichiwa, domo arigato. Thank you for viewing. Stick around if you're interested in cult films. As I say, we're talking about Green Room here. We, as in me. So what was I saying? Levity. You know, there's got like it's like as Lars von Trier once said at the ending of Kingdom, you take the good with the evil. You got to take the you got to have moments of lightness to really. Am I a girl, bro? Thanks. That's a compliment. Thank you kindly. Can't you see my tea stash? I wish I was a girl. But no, I'm correctly how you say I'm a non-gender conforming male. No, I'm saying. Oh, ciao, brother. I'll talk to you in a bit. Um, and you got to tell me what your favorites are, dude. I just said. Um, I'm a dude. I'm a boy. Can are you? I'm not gonna make a racist joke about Asian eyes. Um, but no, I'm a guy. As I say, I'm gender non-conforming, so I don't have. I'm not. I am what I am. I'm a living human 40-year-old person who lives in Australia and loves cinema, loves Lego, loves life, and lives by the motto of whoever makes me feel bad first loses. And Duolingo, is that one of those online language courses? Well, all the best, brother. What are you learning? Um, So yeah, well, I was saying levity, and then like the really nice thing I really like about Jeremy Saulnier films, and he's got one on Netflix called Hold the Light or something. I can't remember, about wolves and things. Um, which hopefully I'll get around to seeing again. That's got a lower rating, so I don't know how good that is. But then he's got another film coming out this year, I do believe, called Rebel Ridge, and I read the blurb, and that sounds like a fucking smasher. Hopefully, um, but the thing I love about Jeremy Saulnier films is like the way um, he creates like a reality in like words and pictures and conversations and stuff, like a normal kind of baseline thing, and then it just fucking punches you. Ah, hola. I hope that goes well. Have you ever heard the old Steve Martin joke about I put it up today basically like um Steve Martin says, "Oh, this couple came up and asked me if I was bi," and I'm like, "Well, I learned Spanish at school, so not necessarily, but I'll say I'm bi. Yeah, I'm bi." And then the couple say, "Oh, come around. We've got some S&M people coming around for a party." And he goes, "Ah, Spanish and Mexicans." I love that joke. Anyway, back to Green Room. I'm almost there. I'm almost on that. Um, I'm just trying to think. Oh, the punker dude. Like, it's just humanity. Maybe not so much in Murder Party, which is almost a caricature and like a lampoon of the modern art movement of the 2000s, but like Blue Ruin and um, Green Room, which I'm talking about, just like he just has a way um, of portraying like humanity at its greatest and its absolute fucking filthy worst, and it's like when they collide, when they go at it, it's just like you don't know where it's, well, you do if you believe in happy endings, but um Blue Ruin kind of has a happy ending, but it's nuanced, and it definitely makes you think. Thank you, Japanese person. Thanks for sticking around for a bit. How old am I? I am 40 years young, or 41 in previous Korean years. Um, so yeah, that just what else about it? It's such a dense film, and like I'm almost talking about these things first because like I kind of I'm not really looking forward to describing this film, because there's just so much going on and I'm gonna miss stuff. Um, but yeah, and dogs, man, animals, like that stuff, practical effects, um, treachery, just all these amazing things, you know. Know what I'm saying? Anyway, I will just here comes the spoilers. I'm gonna post a link to where you can watch this on YouTube. If you're interested, in the posted comments. But if you've watched it before, or you're just the kind of person who's happy to know how a film goes, I will thus explain. So, Green Room is basically about um, an old school DIY 81 hardcore punk band called The Ain't Rights, I think, um, with four members, um, who are basically traveling around, um, just trying to make ends meet, as the DIY scene is all about. Siphoning petrol when they need it, and basically they make it to. It's not clear what town, maybe upstate New York or something, or maybe Portland. I'm not sure exactly where, but basically, when they get there, the gigs, the gig they're meant to play has been a bust. Like basically cancelled, and they're given like an afternoon matinee show where they earn like $6 an hour, which is super. They're livid, and the promoter says, "Well, I can sort you out another gig." With decent money and whatnot, and he does, because his cousin works there or is part of the crew there, and then as he says, as he's telling them about the gig, he says, it's a was it boots and braces, which is, as you know, if you may know, that's basically slang for skinheads, and they're like, sharps or what, and he's like, no, no. um, Hey, brother, I'm just getting into talking about Green Room, about what the film's about and stuff. So basically, this crew of old school punkers um, go out to a compound in the forest, to play to a bunch of neo Nazis, um, and again with the personality thing, they decide to start their set with Nazi punks "Fuck Off" by um, the Dead Kennedys, and then go into the set and stuff. Anyway, after the set, they're leaving and things, and Alia Shawkat's character's like, "Oh, I left my phone charger in the green room," and then Anton Yelchin goes, "I'll go back in and get it," um, and that's where it just fucking goes into overdrive. Um, it's on like it's one of those, like it's one of those films where it's like, I wish, I wish I could get amnesia so that moment is fresh again. But basically, that he goes back in, sees a dead girl on the floor with her friend, um, freaks out, tries to call the police. Phone gets cut off. The band gets um, put back in the green room together, being held kind of hostage by a big skinhead dude, um, with a gun. Um, and basically, that's the whole setup, I guess. Um, Oh, you're a Filipino English guy. All right, you're mixed like me, right? I'm like half Irish, half Malaysian. I like to say I'm half Korean, Icelandic, but I'm not. What country are you in, bro? Are you in the Philippines? So anyway, basically they're stuck in this room. Um, the Nazis is freaking out. They call back the police and cover it up, get some of their teenage droogies to take a knife and say that's what the stabbing was and things. Um, and then Darcy Banker, Patrick Stewart, comes on the scene, and he is just pure sociopathic evil incarnate. Um, and then there's a standoff. They try to take the gun away. Um, there's there's so much going on. I can't go into everything. Like, this is so much denser than like a stylized, polished kind of film where it's like this and this and this. This is like this, then this, then this, then this, then this. So basically, um, while trying to take the gun away, they realize that there are henchmen waiting for them, and Anton Yelchin almost gets his hand ripped off. Um, and then the lights are cut. They realize there's a room underneath, um, which turns out to be a heroin kitchen and stuff. Um, and then basically, the guy holding them gets killed. Um, they try and make a run for it. The singer and the drummer get iced. Um, and that's when the dogs come into it. And basically, they run back to the room. Um, More death. And then it's basically, the only member of the band left is Anton Yelchin's character. I believe he's Pat. And Imogen Poots' character, who's like a skinhead chick, like a how we used to call them, not Sharpies. I can't think of it. But basically, yeah, the Japanese dude left. He was weird, man. Do I honestly look like a chick? Like, that's amazing. It makes me happy. Like, I don't even try, but you know, um, yeah, and so basically, it just goes into overdrive. The Nazis are trying to set the band up, um, as being taken out by attack dogs on another farm for siphoning petrol and things. Um, and at the same time, it turns out that this girl who's been murdered, um, is because she's trying to leave the horde, I guess. And then her partner comes in thinking that the band killed her, then finds out it's a setup basically. They know that they're trying to leave, and he switches sides and tries to get them out. And I'm like, oh, he's gonna get out there, and bam, end of him. Um, and yeah, another really interesting thing. Like, as I say, they've got these bloody Staffordshire Terrier pit dogs, attacking them, and they realize that they can scare them off by creating feedback, which is just amazing. Like, the whole thing is just a great setup. Um, anyway, basically, the two are left. One Anton Yelchin's character is severely injured, but they make a plan after talking about paintball and stuff and go into full fucking Rambo mode. Dissolve the bad henchman, and then as they're about to leave, Macon Blair's character comes back in and he's like, "Oh, I don't want to go to jail," just a typical kind of henchman type character who really kind of knows which side his bread's buttered, but doesn't have any. Well, he does have skin in the game, but he's happy to flip if it's gonna save him. You don't have to say anything, man. Whereabouts are you situated, Titan cameraman? Are you actually a cameraman? Um, Anyway, so they kind of lead him out to the forest, and he goes off to tell the authorities about what's going on, and Imogen Poots and Anton Yelchin um, basically finish off the bad guys, finding that the van's been set up, um, and yeah, it's all very satisfying. Um, Patrick Stewart gets fucking Dunsies in a very nice way. Yeah, I'm gonna be uploading streams until I run out of internet. I'm probably gonna be talking about the Darren Aronofsky film, fucking the Darren Aronofsky film, the classic one with Jared Leto. God damn it, yeah, it's gone. Um, it's gone. It's gone. It's a classic. Oh god damn it. I don't know. Are you much of a cinema man, Mister Titan Camera Dude? Um, it'll come to me. Requiem for a Dream. Requiem for a Dream. I'm going to talk about that. Anyway, so but that's basically the end of the film. The two surviving good guys get out of it, and it's great. And another thing I love about this film is, as I say, that levity. And there's a whole running thing through the whole film about desert island bands, and basically the film ends with Anton Yelchin going, "I finally worked it out," and Imogen Poots goes, "What's that?" He says, "My desert island band," and she goes, um, "Tell someone who gives a shit." It's amazing. Cut to black, written and directed by Jeremy Saulnier, and another thing I love about this film, I guess, is it's one of those films that is so intense that you kind of choose to stick around, um, um, to watch the end credits, and it's got a kind of rockin' song, rockin' kind of um, garage track, and then it drops that. I don't know what the track is called off the top of my head, but it's a classic Bad Brains track, and you just go, "Fuck yeah!" Um, no, there's dudes coming and going. It's just that you actually talk to me, Titan. No, I'm saying, what can I ask whereabouts? Like you say, you're Filipino English. Are you in England? Are you in the Philippines? Are you America? Um, so yeah, that's Green Room. In a kind of cliff note thing, but honestly, it doesn't do it any justice, because honestly, man, this film, like as I say, like just the editing and the shots are just phenomenal. Like there's this amazing bit at the start where the band comes in to the place they're staying, and one of the characters pops on a record, like an old school like X punk rock hardcore album. It's like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, and it goes into the track, and then it just hard cuts to the record skipping at the end, going round and around and around, showing that. And after that, again with the levity, Anton Yelchin opens the door to the promoter, and the promoter goes, "Were you the first one to fall asleep?" And then it cuts to him rubbing like dicks and um, you know, magic marker on his face and stuff. Which again, it's like that's what I love about his films. Like they're they're hyper real. Like they make you go, "These are honest, genuine people." Like and the way they represent the punk scene is just amazing. Like you don't like there's no cliches. It's it's pure legitimacy, you know what I'm saying? Um, you know, um, what else? What else? What else? Um, it's like, yeah. Again, like Blue Ruin and Green Room are kind of like matching films in a certain way. Like one ups the tension and is like a slow burn, and the other one's like like a, a caress followed by like multiple just punches and kicks, man. Um, what can I say? Anyway, I'm coming up to 36 minutes. I like to keep these under a solid 40. Hopefully, these videos are processing on YouTube, but I've got a history of videos coming out fucking janky for whatever reason. So I'll kind of leave it at that. This is my series 52 weeks of cult cinema. And as I say, have spoken about the Jeremy Saulnier 2016 film Green Room. If you haven't seen it, I'll pop a link to where you can watch it, where you can see the trailer if you're interested. It really is. I mean, on the box, I'll show you. Have I got the box here? Yep, that's the one. Boom. And on the back it says, "When Tarantino raves about your movie, you know it's going to get a lot of attention." No, when Tarantino raves about your movie, you know, like Sonatine. Oh, at least I've got one Takeshi movie that I can talk about. Um, so yeah, um, if you're not up on Jeremy Saulnier, definitely look him up and see what you think. As I say, Blue Ruin. You probably, I mean, it's one of those films. It's like I watched Blue Ruin, then Green Room, and it's like Blue Ruin gets you in the like slowly gets you in the mood to do it, um, and then Green Room just transports you to pure cinematic terror. Um, Psychological, tense, nuanced, um, and yeah, as I say, like just those nuanced bits, like things I didn't notice previously, like a little a little crucifix on promoter's wrist, um, the two lovers passing each other notes during the concert, um, and yeah, something I had missed previously was when Anton Yelchin goes into full beast mode and dresses up as as a neo-Nazi and fools them and stuff. And then there's a shot of uh, say shaver head shaving stuff and the hair there and stuff. Anyway, we're coming in at 40. Thanks for watching. I'm the Cat Daddy, Ray. Um, Thanks, Titan Cameraman. I appreciate you giving me my support. If you might like my content, tell others, and this should all be up on my channel again. And if you want to watch more content on my channel, I do have quite a bit. I had a series of videos about my catfish experience from last year, which you might find enjoyable, where I put on an American accent. Um, Try and do that. I don't really need to, but I can. And I'm an actor, so anyway, thanks for watching, chaps and chapettes. Thank you, Mr. Japanese dude, for saying that whether I'm a man or a woman, which is highly gratifying, which makes me happy. Um, and Titan Cameraman, enjoy your classes, and hopefully I'll catch you on the flippity flop. And to everyone else, as I say, 52 weeks of cult cinema coming up next. Requiem for a Dream. Peace out to the lovers, and thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Don't subscribe. Like.